Greetings everyone, this is Aaron18 and welcome to All the Mods 9, the 1.20 pack that I haven't really uploaded in a while, and I've just been busy in real life, okay, because obviously real life go burr. I don't have a zoom key on me right now, so ignore the awkward angles. But I've done a little bit of work in between episodes. Most of it has just basically been revolving around resource gathering, trying to get storage all figured out, expanding this area, getting some extra furnaces, setting up a bonsai pot so I can store all of my Midroll, because this will be a very useful resource later down the line. And yeah, I haven't actually done really anything in terms of progression. Like, I've got quests, but that's just mainly because of, like, low-hanging fruit that I accidentally would get. Don't crash, please. But yeah, so, like, there's a couple of things here and there, and we'll claim them at the end. But today I want to focus on an issue that this pack is already proving, even though I have barely really done anything, and that's, as you can kind of tell, storage. It's a mess because of all the stuff you get, and there's a number of mods that do it. Like, obviously I have a lot of stuff from all the different, like, dungeons that I've gotten to. I've done, like, a lot of different, I've done a lot of mining, hence all the different resources here. I've got a lot of this stuff because this is mainly just loot from the chests you get in, like, the caves. Because in caves, what you can do is you can find spawners that generate, and there's, like, a chest, and they have, like, different random loot bits and stuff. Some enemies would drop some of this, but yeah, it's been really fun trying to figure out where everything goes. And as you can see, I still have a storage problem. But today I'm going to try and hopefully fix that. Now I'm not actually going to be able to do that much in terms of like AE2 or refined storage, but I am going to be able to work on chests. And the big thing is just going to be trying to get better and more chests to work properly. You know, so what I'm going to so the goal is to get gold chests and to hopefully use those, because that should be more than a double chest by itself. And as you guys can see, I've got a little bit of gold. I've got a little bit of gold here as well. And I'm hoping it's going to be enough gold, at least to get me started. I do have an iron chest here, which is perfectly fine, but I obviously have all this loot in here that needs to be sorted out and whatnot. So this is going to be an expensive endeavor. I probably don't need a stack of... I actually don't need a stack. I need, like, this many. So I get, like, a stack of law. Or, not a stack of planks. What, you can't craft chests out of mineral? What? I swear you could. This is already proving difficult, and we haven't even really started with anything. Skyroot... What? I am very confused. Why is it only showing recipes that have to do with Aether stuff? That is kind of weird. I'm not even gonna lie. So those are useless for the time being. What if I just, like, can I use Midroll for chests with the logs? Is that a thing? Yes, it is a thing. It's called... What the heck is this? This is being already so difficult. You know, it should be fine. I think I should still be able to turn them into, the respective sophisticated storage chest. So, sophisticated storage, for those who don't know, is a mod that allows you to... Oh my god, you can't do that. What is this? This is proving so difficult, and we haven't even, like, done really anything yet. How do you make a sophisticated storage chest? I need planks. Well, then how come I can't use Midroll? What is this? You know what? I'll make drawers, because that's actually going to be kind of useful by itself. Sorry, this is being surprisingly difficult. I didn't know you couldn't craft chests out of Midroll. That is actually kind of appalling. Can I use rubber? Should be fine, right? I think. What if I do this? What does this make? It makes Eronos chests. Oh, here we go. So I need to make regular chests, and it doesn't work like that. So there we go. There we go. Fixed it. Finally figured it out. Apparently it's just because there's so many different chest recipes. So now we have the sophisticated sword chest. The only difference is the fact you can't make double chests out of them, but also it's because it has this little, like, upgrade icon, and the reason why is because this allows you to get the iron chests and gold chests and all those other kinds of things. I don't have enough iron to make all of the requisite... Actually, I do have enough iron. I was hoping I wouldn't have to use it as such, but it's fine. Make tiny coal. Tiny coal is the most useful thing in this pack, or at least one of them. So I can make a couple of iron chests, which I will 100% do. Basically what these are is just a double chest that fit into one slot. It's really cool. And then this I can make 2 of those. There we go. And I believe these Harvest Moon. Fantastic. And I think this thing is basically 2 double chests, I want to say, or at least like 1.5. I'm pretty sure it's 2 double chests though. There we go. Put this redstone back. I think, yeah. So this is gonna be painful to figure out where everything goes. I'm gonna sort out my inventory and try to figure out this mess, try to get everything compacted down to chests and whatnot. It's gonna be painful. It'll be fine. Okay, that took a lot longer than it needed to. Primarily because I have so much junk. Why are you guys in there? But I have now managed to at least somewhat sort out everything. This is gonna take a lot longer. There's gonna be a lot more in between me just trying to figure out where does everything go. Do these broken spawners? Actually, these broken spawners go with these over here. But yeah, so there's that. I'm actually gonna claim the quest now while my inventory is relatively empty, and we have quite a few. So, oh boy, that was a lot of quests. We got a bunch of XP out of that, so that's pretty nice. We got some oak logs, we got real gar, because yes, we have Greg Tech, and the mod developers decided to hate us with that. We have Cobaltite, another Greg Tech thing. We got mystical pink petals. We got a flower pouch. This is actually gonna be... Actually, that is kind of nice, because we can then store all of our mystical flowers, which I spent a little bit of time gathering some. Not necessarily in preparation for Botania, but we might get into Botania sometime in the near future. Just because it is going to be, it's going to be kind of resource intensive with the stuff we have, so might as well get part of the pain out. Is that all the flowers I got out of it? I think that is. Yes, it accepts tall flowers now. This is amazing. Previously, it wouldn't let you use tall flowers, and it was a really big pain because you had to, like, turn into petals and whatnot. It was a mess, but now it actually works like a flower pouch, and it can store stuff as such. I believe that's all the... Oh, no, I have some there. And I believe I had, like, red ones somewhere, but I don't know if I have any. So there's that. We got honey treat. We got a basic 2 iron tier upgrade. So this thing allows me to just make an iron chest, like, straight away. Same thing with this thing. It just allows me to make the basic tier of chests. We got some torches. Got an iron to gold tier. So that's actually a pretty nice thing to have. Got the Thermopedia. Got ourselves Lexica Botania. Got another iron furnace and another iron wand. So, pretty decent stuff. Not great stuff necessarily, but definitely something that could be useful, if not now, definitely later down the line. And yes, Greg Tech is going to be definitely something that needs to be addressed, because a lot of Greg Tech ores exist, and I really don't want to do Greg Tech. It looks like I actually completed another quest. This one. And I completed this one. Oh, it looks like it doesn't actually give you the, like, loot chest ones. And we got ourselves an iron ore hammer. That is pretty good, actually. I definitely think it's going to be a nice thing to have, just because it's going to give us, more, like, it's going to allow us to ore double, but on a really low budget. More honey treats and tertium essence. That is actually really good, considering that in mystical agriculture, this is going to be painful to get into, because obviously we need exponentially more inferium for each next tier, and it's going to not be cheap by any means. It's going to be so expensive. I don't want to get into this right now because I don't have nearly enough inferium. So what do I want to do? Well, I kind of want to get to some power gen, some forms of, like, machines of some kind that is not create. I am not wanting to get into create just yet. That's going to be a nightmare for, again, a different day. So I think what I want to do is I want to produce some kind of power. Now, Mechanism actually does have a solution. It's called the wind generators. But the thing is, I need other machines first. I need to somehow get my hands on power, and I need to get my hands on some machines in Mechanism. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a heat generator, which is pretty dirt cheap, actually. Dang, now I have all this extra stuff. This fixes nothing. I still have way too much crap. Just put those away. I'm going to put these away in here. I did get a waystone, which is okay, but I don't really need a waystone at the moment. This furnace is not... Okay, I forgot this is a silent gear hammer, but here we are. Mistakes were made, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Now it's a 9x9, and now it looks good. So you give you 21, and we give you 20. Fantastic. Oh, excuse me. So what I want to do is I want to get into Mechanism, as I said before, so we need to make a heat generator. Now, just get rid of the chest thing. If we look up heat generator, we need 2 copper, 1 furnace, which I've got plenty of furnaces. I need 1 osmium, 3 iron, and 2 of some kind of planks. So I have for the osmium, I need 3 iron. I need 2 copper. I need to not use a hammer again over there. I actually really need to make an actual pickaxe, so we'll just use this one. This was the pickaxe I was using, and then it nearly broke. So yeah, I haven't really been using it because I just figured, hey, I've got a hammer, I might as well use the hammer. I think this is what it is. So yeah, there we go. So heat generator, the first generator, and basically what this thing does, so there's 2 modes. It has passive, surrounding the generator with lava or source or flowing blocks, creates passive power by creating heat. Place 1 lava block on top and let it flow over the sides. Make sure to connect the pipes first. You could also use it kind of like a Stirling generator in other packs, where you could just burn stuff, which is probably what I'm going to do to begin with. And then we need to make a metallurgic infuser, which is basically what, like, the backbone to everything Mechanism. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. If you guys watched part of my All the Mods 7, if I remember correctly, you needed the metallurgic infuser. So I need 1 osmium, 2 redstone, and 2 furnaces. Well, I've got furnaces for days, so this isn't too much of a problem. I'm actually just gonna take these 2 up top. There we go, and I need 2 redstone, if I remember correctly. And we're gonna need a metal. It's 2 L's. Yes, metallurgic infuser. And bam, there we go. Basically what this thing is going to allow me to do is allow me to make alloys. So we're going to claim those. Where the heck did I get a gold furnace from? That's interesting. I didn't think I would get a gold furnace. Now there's two other things we could get. I need to get an osmium compressor. It's used to make refined glowstone and refined obsidian. I'm probably not going to make this right now because it's not important. And the energized smelter is not really necessary. It's kind of redundant compared to other ones. But I'm also going to need an enrichment chamber. This thing is going to give me the beginning of the ore factory, as it is a mechanism, because as you guys can see here, this is like the last bit, and it's kind of expensive. So yeah, it's all these different chemicals and whatnot, but there is like an ore factory process. But the enrichment chamber is going to be the beginning of it. So 3 raw ores into 4 dusts. So it's technically better. You get I believe it's like a 33% extra yield out of it, which is actually really good near the game. But this is where things are going to start getting a little bit expensive. So in order to make a steel case, we need steel ingots, which needs steel dust, which needs iron and coal. That's not hard. The problem is going to be this part, the basic control circuit. Why is this... whatever. It's going to require redstone and osmium. Now, osmium, I've got plenty of. I have 30 blocks of raw osmium. I don't think I need any more osmium. But, what I need to do first, I need to replace that. And then, bam. Yeah, gold furnace. Very nice. And then replace one of these other furnaces with an iron furnace. There we go. And then just put that there. Okay. As I was saying, what I need to do now is I need to set up some kind of machine area, which I think for the time being is just going to be like literally right here. So this needs to face the other way. It only faces that. Okay, what if I face it like this? Okay, there we go. So the power faces you, and I need to put this here. So this thing, I can fuel it. Fortunately, I've got like the stuff for it. So let me just make a little bit of charcoal, unless I already have charcoal available, which I probably do. I absolutely do. All right, there we go. And as you can see, it will slowly produce some power. It's producing around, it's not producing a ton of power, which is fine. Now I need some way to, input, okay. Energy. No. Okay. Why don't you output it? Oh, it is power. Got it. I was looking at the wrong thing. So, what I need to do now is I need to make the basic control circuit and the infused alloy, which is basically just going to be redstone and either iron or osmium. I think iron's probably going to be my main bottleneck, so I'm going to actually make 5 of each, just because that's a little bit lighter on the redstone, because I don't have a lot of redstone to play around with, at least for the time being. I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I think it's like 10 millibuckets of redstone per ingot, I believe. I hope it is. Got it. This thing is gonna need more juice. Oh wow, that actually is gonna need quite a bit of juice. Okay. Well, before it depletes all of my stuff, it has 80 left. Alright, there we go. Oh, wow, this is not a good form of power gen. Like, at all. There we go, so now... now we have these two. I'm just gonna put all the rest of my charcoal in. I can easily make more if needed. Alright, and I get redstone dust and more basic control circuits. Very nice. And then... yeah. Okay, so there's a little bit of redstone left over. I don't have the power, though, to really do anything. But, so 2 and 4 ought to be enough. And I need to make the enrichment chamber. So that actually does require these 2, which is perfectly fine. But what I think I'm going to do first is make a wind generator. Now, I'm going to need to make charcoal. Okay, I had a much better idea. It turns out that I have a lava pool right next to my base. And I can just give it a bunch of lava. So, that works. Sure. It's gonna be a couple back and forth trips still, but that is the thing. So, while I'm doing this, I just kind of want to discuss all, like, the scheduling and whatnot, and why, like, uploads are so infrequent and whatnot. As I've said before, I have, you know, a real life, as much as some people may not want to admit it, but I actually do stuff, like, outside of Minecraft and whatnot. So, and because of that, I don't have the best upload schedules, so I hope you understand that I am not going to be able to, like, upload at the most consistent of bases, whatever, but I should be able to do it at least every once in a while. But this thing I can now make. So I can now make the wind generator, which is going to be amazing because I never have to use that stupid heat generator ever again. Now I'm going to need to make 2 of these, which I believe I have everything I need for them. I do. And then, yes, there we go. Wind generator, passive power acquired. That is super nice. And we got a sturdy repair kit, an advanced control circuit, which is another quest. What? That's kind of nice, actually. Yeah. This is going to produce 40 RF per tick, and or FE per tick, and it increases depending on how high you are. The higher the Y level, the more power it produces. That is super, super nice. It looks like I also got something out of Silent Gear. Oh yeah, the repair kit. I'm probably not going to get into this, at least for a long time. I do not like Silent Gear. But what I need to do now is produce steel of some kind. Now, that being said, steel is not difficult to make. Because now that I have an ore hammer, it's going to be a little bit actually easier to make. Because I have the iron dust, I do have some coal left over. And like this, or something like that. Yeah. We'll just make 9. That works. It's like a block worth of. Okay. Mineral logs, go back in there. You served your purpose. No. I made this mistake before, and it was not less infuriating. That is super, super frustrating. Excuse me. Right, is that literally all my coal? That is all my coal. Fortunately, I have Midroll that can be used to make more coal if needed, like charcoal and whatnot. Alright, so yeah, I have... What is going on? Quest completed to the stars. What? Oh, I got to Ad Astra now. Sweet. This is going to be a nice mod to work in later. And then now I need to make power, which is going to be the universal cable. This thing is pretty cheap, except for the fact that it needs redstone, which is not cheap at the moment. So that is definitely a thing. There we go. And I'm going to make a couple of cables. Alright, oh, it makes 8 at a time. Sweet. So I'm actually only going to need 1 set then. Alright. And then I get even more power stuff. And I get more universal cables. Again, like, one of the things that you'll see quite frequently in this pack is just, you get something, and then the random loot tables aren't actually that random, and they give you extra stuff. Which is pretty funny. But I have that down. How much is it going to be for the advanced universal cable? I could actually make that because I have an extra infused alloy, but I'm not going to because these things are going to be expensive for the time being. I believe I can just mine this. Yes. Fantastic. First goes here. And now we need to figure out where the heck to put the power. So I'm actually going to put it on top of my base. But I'm gonna need some blocks first. Alright, those noises are being annoying. I don't have my spare... oh yeah, a lightning struck over there, so that area over there is looking, like, pretty broken. What is... Okay, so something's up in here. Alright. Is that the last guy? I hope it's the last guy, because I really don't want to have to keep hearing those stupid drown. As I was saying, what I need is I need some blocks. I'll use both blocks. It's fine. So, I need to get on top of there. I guess we just go like... Not like that. Alright, there we go. Okay. Well, I technically can, but that's not really ideal. There we go. Alright, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wind turbine up here, the wind generator, and then plug straight down. I think, yes. So this thing's producing 34 FE per tick. That is not great. That is not going to be enough for power gen, but it is fine for the time being. Alright. Power there. And now I can just run it all the way down. Fantastic. This basic power gen, I know it's not great, except it kind of is because it's literally passive power, and in the early game you don't want to spend resources on power because, you know, you're wasting resources on power then. So it makes a lot of sense just to have like a good power solution that just works. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the metallurgic infuser right smack in the wall. The heat generator can actually go away now. And I believe what I can just do... I am one cable short. I have a better idea. Heck to go. Ah, there we go. Better idea. Because, for right now at least, this is the only thing that I'm going to be powering. Alright. Let's see how well this thing works. I've got some extra redstone. I want to make one more of the basic control circuits. It requires 20. Can it keep up? It can keep up. Fantastic. That actually is a big plus. And yeah, there we go. Okay, we've gotten power. Very nice. So that's actually going to be it for this episode. It's just basically we established power and we established actual storage. You know, like, it's very straightforward. It's very easy. I like it. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode. We have managed to get into the age where we can now actually produce resources. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.